NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Levis. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's 3rd and 7. The motion man is Johnson. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. On second down, here's Pollard. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Throwing is Levis. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Levis. That is intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. He gets free to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Levis to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd and 5. The motion man is Johnson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Schultz is the motion man. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Desmond King. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Johnson. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. To throw is Levis. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. He'll bring this up to the 22. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan. Second down and 8. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and a yard. Throwing is Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
A run here with Mixon. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Good-looking drive. Rolls on 18 more yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Slot man in motion right. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Here's Levis to throw. That one underneath to Pollard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. The motion man is Johnson. Off the play fake, it's Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This will be from 56 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now Mixon, and he's close to the 1st down, gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Oh, and
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and will mark him down up beyond the 30.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Here's 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Levis. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Levis. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at the 50-yard line.
Barring something very aggressive here on 4th down, this guy has now single-handedly put an end to 2 drives. First, with a pick. Now, a 3rd down sack. It just seems when his defense needs a play the most, he's the one who steps up.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan. They face 2nd down and 7. Stroud going to set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Back to throw. Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Levis. This is caught down that right sideline. A gain there of 27 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
All right.
Stroud to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Stroud to the left side into the hands of Collins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll run with Mixon. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. On play action, here's Levis. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Levis. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Levis. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. On second down, Levis.
going right sideline and complete. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Levis to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. To throw is Levis. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. Room to run at the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
They'll run here with Mixon. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Levis to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 78 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run here with Mixon. He's got room to the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. And in motion, it's Diggs. On the ground, it's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
You've You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down. Levis. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10? That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.